Want to get some do some pre-video here. It's still in the morning. I did do some firewood cutting. Got at least a load and a half cut ahead now, just from today. Probably a couple loads total. So we'll maybe take a break and get that load. But my goal is to get that roof ready for roof boards today. Now, not start the roof boards today, but have it ready for them. And the reason is they're calling for some rain today, but then it looks like we have a 3-day stretch with no rain in the forecast as of now. If it does get wet, it gets wet, but I can, because of this, I can bring up some drier lumber for the roof boards and hopefully get it on and covered with aluminum. And that way there will not be as much shrinkage. So the other thing I wanted to go over, I have Maya and Ava down here playing. They found out that they can grab the old bark and chew it up. So the next project, which I'm going to actually start on, is we're going to refresh our cookout area. Haven't really used it since we purchased Zehr Estate because we've been doing any hosting down there. But this is a cool area and I got some cool ideas for it. So this is just a pre-video. We do have a trellis I had made out of hemlock here. Still in pretty good shape. The bottom's a little bit soft on the one corner, or maybe two corners. But overall it's been holding up good. If I have to, I may have to cut the inch or two off the bottom and put some stone in there to get it back up to the height. But overall it is holding. It is made out of hemlock, which is what they used to use for the old barns that they never sealed or anything. So I don't know, I'll have to take a closer look at it and see how it's holding up, but I think it's holding up pretty well. So we have our cookout area. We also have where we rebuilt the fence. We have this gap in here. So I'm thinking over here to do a nice granite table here, or kind of like a countertop area here. Maybe get some more field stone to fill in this gap. Need to go talk with a farmer about that. Probably my best source. Although it's not the greatest time of year, so that might have to happen in the spring. Over here, after this other roof, we're going to go with a roof over the hot tub for a few reasons, but we can talk about that later. Mainly, it's going to protect the hot tub, make it safer to get out to the hot tub. And I'm also going to put some string of LED lights hooked into that. So the lighting is over here and not by the door, because the problem is when it's by the door, if I leave it on, I have all these moths and everything else, all these bugs that want to go in the house with me as soon as I open up the door. So that's always been a problem. This table right here, which the top of it is the old bluestone sidewalk, which I have several of. When they were ripping out a lot of sidewalks, I was able to get my hands on some. They make awesome tabletops. We have 3 of them that are really nice here. So my goal is to pull this piece right here and put it on top of this one, just the way it is. And then I'm going to clear all these stone out of here, use them in other areas, some around the pit area. And then after this lumber is moved, which will happen after this roof is done, or during that time period, then I'll start a granite bench right here. It's very handy being next to the door. Now, we did, when we initially started our house restoration, we did do this whole area. So this will bring us all the way around the house. How the roof hooks in here would be a little tricky because we got this difference here, but we'll figure it out. Okay, we're ready to work on our last 2 rafters. I need to cut one at 73 inches. So I'm already I'm getting my slope here by lining this up and then cutting across at the same angle. And then I'll move this one over here to 73 inches and we'll cut that end. And then one more and we'll hopefully have them in. They'll be tricky to put in though because my scaffolding is over here. So these are going where there's no scaffolding. So I did a different strategy. Instead of doing the long one first, which is ideal, I am starting from this end. I have that short one already cut. I put in the next one. I'm going to put in the third one. And to work on these, I'm going to have to be on that roof. And then over here is going to be tricky. I guess I'll be on the ladder for this part here. We'll figure it out and stay safe. Maya, what you doing? Huh? What are you doing?